Hi, this is Ian Lamont, and this is the Sloan Fellows video blog. It's June 7th, 2010. It's actually the first day of the program, so it's a really important day for everybody here. I know I wasn't the only one who had a little trouble sleeping last night because we were so excited about what was going to happen today, and we weren't let down. It was a pretty great day. It was basically a half day for the fellows who are based in the U.S. or from the U.S., but the international fellows, they had a special session in the afternoon. But still, it was a pretty productive session, and we saw and we learned a lot. Just a quick, where I'm speaking from right now, the Tang building is that way, and that's where we were meeting today. And there's a bridge behind me that goes to E40. That's another part of the MIT campus. But I thought I'd kind of mix up the background a little bit, so I'm not just sitting in front of my desk or something like that. But anyways, back to the events of the day. So we got to meet everybody. So basically there's 110 Sloan Fellows all told. About 106 or 107 of them were in the same room for the first time today. And everyone got up and introduced themselves. We did it in a fun way. And also we got to meet all the folks from the program office. And we got to hear from Dean Schmittlein, who is the Dean of MIT Sloan. And this was a very interesting address that he made. It was about, I'd say, 15 or 20 minutes long. He took some questions as well. But he pointed out that Sloan Fellows program is a signature program of MIT's past and future, and it's been around. It's evolved a lot. He noted that for business school programs and MBA programs, Sloan is quite special. I mean, a lot of people know that it's one of the best programs in the country. But he talked a little bit about what he thinks makes it that way, and he noted that a lot of business school programs, they're driven by excellence. And he said that sounds like a great thing, but then he said, until you realize that excellence is usually defined by somebody else. And he kind of alluded to these business school rankings you might see in a magazine or some special, like Wall Street Journal or something like that. And he said that instead, the MIT Sloan is one of the few business schools that actually truly is mission driven. And the mission, he described it in a bunch of different ways, but the way that stuck with me was the program wants to create principled, innovative leaders who will change the world, and that's a pretty admirable thing. And I like the way that came out, and that's a mission that I fully support, and I want to be a part of that too. He also talked a bit about management and the future, and he noted that we should be looking ahead at the next 10 years, not at the past 20. And I think most of the people here, if not everyone, is really focused on technology and ways to innovate in new and exciting ways. And so that rang with all of us. He said the dashboard approach to management doesn't work. And when he says the dashboard approach, it's kind of the idea that you can twist a knob or pull a lever if you're in the corner office, and the business will magically kind of rotate itself and reinvent itself and be able to function forward and make profit. He said that really doesn't work, and he used the dashboard analogy with an airplane. And of course, you can fly an airplane by looking at the dials and handling the controls the way you usually do. But what happens when there's some sort of crisis? The runway is only half as long as you expect it to be. You're running out of fuel. There's some other emergency on the airplane. Well, that's when other dynamics will take over, and the dashboard won't help you at all. Managers and leaders and innovators, they have to be aware of how to handle these types of situations. And he left with two pieces of advice. One was, your strength. He said your strengths are going to be a bigger hindrance over the next 15 years than your weaknesses. And when he said that, the room kind of fell silent. And I think everyone was thinking about that, because most of us consider ourselves to be pretty good at what we do. We've had success in our careers, but those particular qualities won't necessarily take us forward over the next 15 years. And it's kind of a sobering thought, but his message here was we have to learn to find a new path. We have to look beyond our strengths, and we have to recognize our weaknesses and our other qualities to become the best that we can be. And that's something I think all of us can agree with and look forward to. And that's why we're here on campus. That's why we're here to change ourselves. And I'm looking forward to the challenge, and I know my classmates are too. So it should be a good year. I've been talking for about 4 minutes. There's a lot more I could say, but let's cut it at that. And until next time. welcome to the Sloan Fellows program, to all the other fellows. And until the next episode, I'll see you then.